So that is the exciting day of T10 cricket lined up for you. We have Abid Ibrahim in the middle for the all-important pitch report.
Thank you very much, Combs. We are here for another exciting day of cricket of 10 overs bash. We have got a lot of actions and a cracker of games ahead of us. Well, that is the promise what we are making, but right now the promise of conditions are not so ideal that we've been expecting. But this is the summer time here, will be slightly warm and humid as well. So that warm and humid will play its part in this surface and also in the game. So now we talk about this surface now. What we have seen is it's a dry. The spinners will have their advantage as well. So does fast bowler, because also it's a little bit of a hard surface where you can get that extra bounce also. But batter will also enjoy to bat. It's everything for everyone in this surface. Perfect surface to play a 10 overs game. For me, I think bowling first would be a key to do in a shorter format as well. Back to you in the comm box.
Top stuff there, Abid. So looks like a very sporting wicket this afternoon. And let's take a look at the points table so far in the tournament. Defenders Vision having a fabulous start, 5 wins out of 6, ruling the roost on 10 points. Then we have 7 districts and Z Game Strikers with a game in hand, and they take on each other in the evening, late evening fixture. Ajman Heroes are really struggling, 1 win out of 6. They are virtually out of the competition, and DCC Starlets are certainly out of the running for a top 3 finish in the points table. So intriguing match lined up here. 7 districts taking on defenders. Of course, the first place team in the points table goes directly into the grand final. Let's see what happened once again with Abid Ibrahim in the middle for the toss.
All right, in all readiness, we are at Eden's Garden, Ajman. All the 2 captains I've got with me alongside the match referee. Haider Ali to lead 7 district, Farhan Ahmed to lead defenders, and we have got match referee Mr. Iftikhar Ali. It's time for the flip of the coin, and Haider Ali will flip it in the air. Head is the call. Tail it is. Well, Haider, क्या करेंगे पहले?
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम, पहले बॉलिंग करेंगे.
क्या रीज़न है पहले बॉल करने की?
थोड़ा सा है मॉइस्चर है, तो जिस तरह की हमारी बॉलिंग परफॉर्म कर रही है थ्रू आउट द टूर्नामेंट, तो हमारा यही है कि कम से कम टोटल पे उनको आउट करेंगे ताकि हमें चेज़ में जो है वो आसानी हो.
अच्छा, क्या समझते हैं अच्छा टोटल होगा टेस्ट करना यहाँ पे?
कोशिश करेंगे कि 100 तक जो है उनको रिस्ट्रिक्ट करें ताकि बाद में चीज़ में हमें कोई दिक्कत ना हो.
अच्छा, मैंने अक्सर देखा है आप पहले बॉलिंग लेते हैं, ये फॉर्मेट की वजह से है या गेम टीम आपकी अपने बॉलिंग पे बैक ज़्यादा रखती है?
नहीं, मैं एक्चुअली सबसे पहले पिच देखता हूँ और पिच के मुताबिक जो है ना हम डिसाइड करते हैं कि पहले बॉलिंग करनी या बैटिंग करनी है. रिज़ल्ट तो जो है वो हमारे हाथ में नहीं, हम मेहनत कर सकते हैं, तो इसलिए मैं पिच पे थोड़ा सा करता हूँ रिलाई और उसके मुताबिक हम डिसीजन लेते हैं.
डूइंग इट वेल.
थैंक यू.
फरहान, क्या करते हैं टॉस जीतते तो?
Plan for the batting first actually.
But then you got what you were looking for. So what do you think would be good total to post?
120 to 130 because we have a good batting side and we have a good bowling side as well. So basically our plan is for the batting first. So luckily we lost the toss, but it's okay for us.
Yeah, but now any changes in the side?
Yes, Mr. Yasir is not playing today, so I'm replacing to him.
Yeah, you got a brilliant tournament. The moment you come, those arm balls gets you wicket. I think, how much do you think the spin has a role to play in this surface?
Yeah, definitely it's a dry wicket. So definitely the spinner have a big role. But unfortunately, we have only one spinner, it's only me. But we have a good fast bowling side. So hopefully we will stop them to chase the target.
Final score, what do you think would be safe?
We are trying to do a 130. So we'll try to save the target.
Do it well.
Thank you.
Well, that is from the center. It is 7 districts who have called it right. And they're going to bowl first.
Thank you very much, Abid. So news from the center is that 7 districts have won the toss and elected to bowl first. And let's run through the 2 playing 11s for you. For 7 districts, a very settled side. Rais Ahmed Abdul Ghaffar, Haider Ali the skipper, Farman Ali, Hafiz Almas, young Sri Lankan all-rounder Lahiru Sandharwan keeps his spot in the side. Mohammad Kashif, Mohammad Sagir. And then, of course, you have the new inductees, Nabil Ashad, Zishan Nasir, another exciting fast bowler, and of course Wahab Hassan, left arm spinner. And for defenders vision, we have Rohit Bangash, one of the finest left arm pacers in the UAE, Sajjad Muluk, Babar Ghazanfar, and then we have Farhan Ahmed, the left arm spinner, who was the stand-in captain this afternoon. Then the two brothers, Farhan and Salman Babar, Sanaul Haq Bhatti, Saqib Manshad, the left arm pacer, Shehbaz Ali, Umar Dogar, and of course, the superstar of the side, Usman Khan. And joining me in the comm box is the superstar of commentary. Alongside me, it's Faizan Khan. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Really sweet of you, Ahmed. It's great to be back after a 3 days break. And really looking forward to this encounter between Seven Districts and Defenders. And Defenders are on the attack, on the charge in this particular tournament. And it's good to see because the way they performed in the last tournament, which happened just a few days back, was very, very poor. So it's good to see them back to their ways. And also, it's ironic, isn't it? The number one team in that tournament is at the top rank in this one. Although it's almost a continuous two back-to-back tournaments. So yeah, first ball about to be bowled. Heather is going to start the proceedings for Seven Districts. He's the captain of the side. A very fine young man. Very talented as well. There you go. Usman on strike. Goes big. Right from the word go. This is going down towards the ground. It won't carry. Wasn't time to perfection there, but first runs on the board.
Well, immediate intent there from Usman Khan, and you're absolutely spot on. They've just revamped their squad, the defenders, and come out very, very strong indeed, especially due to this man, Usman Khan, has the fastest and the second fastest 50 of the tournament to his name.
Wow, brilliant stats for him. And again, this time he's timed it to perfection. It's going, gone. So first six on the second ball of the match. There you go.
Well, they're called defenders, but they're on the attack. What a strike. Just slightly overpitched. And Usman, in prime form, coming off a player of the match performance, he was always going to deposit that over the long on fence. Beautiful strike.
Let's also talk about the fact that this was a poor delivery coming in from Heather. It was right under the bat. He still has a slip in place, mind you. That's aggressive captaincy. But Usman, the way he started, I'm sure he's going to go on almost about everything.
Oh, absolutely. Excellent player. Equally good against pace and spin. And he likes to take on the bowling in the power play. Let's see if he can get going this afternoon. It's an encouraging start.
This time goes through the offside. Hasn't timed it at all. This is going and dropping short of Almas, who was running towards the ball, mind you. Never easy to get there. Couple of runs, couple of easy runs for Usman once again. I have one anecdote to share, Ahmed. I was talking to Usman the other day, and he was telling me, and we were discussing the fact that he was not playing so well in the last tournament. And I was telling him that I think you're trying to hit it too hard. Look at the replay once again. This was up in the air for a long, long time. Unfortunately, there was no fielder there. So he was, I was telling him that, I think you're trying to hit the ball too hard. He told me, and this goes big again. Oh my goodness me. It's even bigger than the last time. Usman is playing on a different planet altogether. We'll continue with the story, but this is a six we have to talk about.
Incredible strike. This time, right out of the middle. Aiming for that extra cover region again. And bang, look at that clean bat swing. And into the tree line. That's a big, big six from Usman Khan.
Yeah, very expensive start to the over. And still a ball to go. 16 runs of it already. Usman on the charge. Defenders on the attack. Last ball of the over. And he goes big once again. He hasn't timed it, has he? Or he has. Well, he has. This looked like a miscued hit. He has hit it to the boundary for the third six of the over. It's 22 runs of the very first over. Big start by Usman.
Well, you can watch live a ball-by-ball coverage of the Ajman Pro 10 on the FanCode app in India, of course, and they are our presenting sponsor once again, part and parcel of all these domestic tournaments that we've had in conjunction with FanCode and the Ajman Cricket Council. And what a fiery start to the game for the defenders. 22 runs taken off Haider Ali. It's going to be Zishan Nasir, the swing bowler, sharing the new ball, but the statement has already been made by Usman Khan in particular.
Yeah, certainly. Zishan coming into bowl here. What a start. What a flying start. This man is something else. And Farhan can match him shot by shot. I can tell you this. Starts off with almost a boundary. Or is it? Yes, it is. That was a valiant effort coming in on the boundary. I think it was Wahab, the man there. Brilliant dive coming in from him. Just could not save it from going for 4.
Yeah, no swing just yet. Farhan Babar with that swivel. Puts it behind fine leg, and great effort by Wahab coming in from deep square. Just his trailing hand struck the ball as well and took it to the skirting. Great effort.
Brilliant. Has to be one of the finest efforts that I've seen in a long time on the boundary. That's great work. And there was another brilliant catch taken by one of the Starlets players. This is up in the air. He hasn't timed it, Farhan. And this time it's going to fall short once again. Lahiru just could not get to the ball there. And another couple of runs.
Well, the ball is playing hide and seek with the 7 districts outfielders. Even Usman just got a few landing over their heads. But these two are in to just counterattack the 7 districts bowlers big time. Miscued shot and very lucky to get away with it.
What I like about these two is there are no half measures with them. Even if they know that they haven't reached to the pitch of the ball, they'll go for that shot and give it the full Monty. And that is why sometimes it takes it beyond the 30-yard circle. And this is nicely bowled. Back of the length, moving away as well, squaring Babar up, but well played in the end.
Only the second dot ball of the entire innings. It's either been 2s, boundaries or 6s so far for defenders.
Absolutely. Yeah, coming back to Usman. So he was telling me that he talked to his coach regarding what wrong was he doing. And his coach suggested to him that on shorter deliveries, he needs to make a little more room. And that is what he's been doing. And he has been successful doing that. So brilliant work.
And you're spot on about timing the ball. That is the same thing that Ronak Punoli said as well, that he struggled in the A10 bash trying to hit the ball too hard. Now just looking to time it. Over the cover point region. Slightly miscued there from Usman. But he'll still pick up 2. So this is not the kind of wicket you can just bash the ball. You have to time it, Faizan.
Absolutely. It's gripping into the surface just a little bit. We saw with this ball. We saw the one with Farhan as well. This is good bowling from Zishan. Trying to put on the brakes here. Still 2 more balls to go. He needs to finish well because they are already off to a flyer with 31 on board in just 10 deliveries.
Not a bad over so far. That early boundary, he's made a good comeback since then, but they need to see the back of Usman. Oh, he's just scooped it over point. That may have gone for 6 as well. Yes, it has. What a strike.
That is such a smart shot coming in from Usman. Just making a little bit of room and just putting bat on ball. Look at that. It was away from him and he intentionally played it with a sliced bat. Brilliant job. What a shot. Amazing to witness. He has a different skill set altogether.
Going at a run rate of above 18. They have certainly maximized the power play here. Already on 30. Slower delivery. Very nicely bowled. And well, this time it's the keeper that has let down the bowler there. 38 for none after 2. What a start for defenders. Well, for Pakistan and the Middle East, you can watch live ball-by-ball coverage of the Ajman Pro 10 on the Myco app. Absolutely free to download from the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store. So get on your smartphones immediately, and you can even get cash rewards for watching content on the Myco app. So not just thrilling cricket, but some thrilling prizes on offer as well, Faizan.
Absolutely, and a thrilling start to this game for the defenders here. And they've taken the floating power play as well, which is a very good ploy. The way they are going, the momentum is on their side. And I think it's the right call coming in from the batters. Brilliant. You need to think cricket as well, not just play it.
Oh, absolutely. Why hold back on the aggression? Why break the momentum? Keep going hammer and tongs after the bowling. Is it going to be Haider Ali to bowl it? He'll be a very brave man indeed. But yes, it's going to be Abdul Ghaffar, left-arm speedster, one of the finest in the UAE.
Absolutely. This will be a great matchup. Ghaffar against Usman. The last time they met, Usman took him for a lot of runs, mind you. So this might be redemption coming in for Ghaffar. And he bowls with a lot of heart, a lot of fire. He's very passionate about his game. A very good batter as well down the line for the 7 district side. He's ready for the first ball here. Usman is going to face it.
Oh, change of pace immediately. Very cleverly bowled. He was expecting pace on, something back of a length, but just running his fingers down the side of the ball. Good start for Ghaffar.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant start for him. And the ball just gripped into the surface as well. Take a look at it. I don't think, Ahmed, he used his fingers a lot. I think he bowled a slower ball with just the pace of it. That was brilliant.
Indeed. Good stuff there. Oh, bottom edge, and this time the keeper does well, because if he had missed it, it would have struck the helmet and cost them 5 runs.
Yeah, certainly. I was about to say that. So good work. And it's not difficult to take those. Look at that once again. Dancing down. And 2 bounces to the keeper. Very good take, mind you.
Well, it's a rare sight. 2 dot balls in the innings. So far so good in the floating power play. Still going at a very brisk run rate of 16.3. Hammered towards the mid-on, who's very, very deep. Well, interesting that they haven't taken a single there. I guess Usman wants to play the power play over.
I think he had timed it a little too well. It reached the mid-on very quickly. Very good start to the power play over. 3 deliveries into it. 3 dot balls, mind you, especially when Usman is on strike. And he's going at 30 of just 12 deliveries here. Ghaffar, in he comes again. And a swing and a miss. What an over this is turning out to be.
Remarkable stuff from Ghaffar, mixing it up, keeping Usman Khan guessing. And 4 dot balls. That is truly something very, very rare in a 10-over game, especially in the UAE.
Absolutely, especially against this man. I have never seen him play 4 dot deliveries on a trot before this. This is brilliant from Ghaffar. And again, nicely bowled. Only a single this time around. He's bowled 5 deliveries here and given away just 1 run. This is very intelligent cricket coming in from Ghaffar.
A game-changing over in some senses. Look at that. The way he's mixing it up, getting some swing in the air as well, mixing up his pace. And Usman Khan has been frustrated, mixing up his lines as well, sometimes cramping the batter, sometimes going across him. So this has been superb stuff from Abdul Ghaffar. Still remember his incredible player of the match performance in the A10 Bash final. And he certainly is world class. Spliced in the air, but went in no man's land. So in the end, an outstanding over in the power play. Only 1 run off it, 39 for none. So Hafiz Almas coming on to bowl. Current run rate is plummeted to 13 runs per over, thanks to that outstanding over by Abdul Ghaffar. Hafiz Almas, very talented bowling all-rounder in his own right. In 7 districts, they had a slow start to the game, but looks like they're switched on right now, Faizan. They've got a battle on their hands.
Absolutely. And they've done really well in the last over. Ghaffar, the way he bowled, intelligent bowling is what I'll call it. He kept it away from Usman, trying to mix it up, bowling slow balls. Hafiz Almas will have to do the same. Starts with a foolish delivery, swinging away, and nicely played by Usman eventually. This was a very good delivery, mind you. Any other batter might have tried to hit it down the ground. Usman using his wrists and just flicking it away, waiting for the ball. And this is what I love about Usman Khan. He seems to have so much time while playing against the faster bowlers, and that's brilliant to watch.
Oh, absolutely. We've seen his performances in the UAE domestic scene, in overseas franchise leagues as well, in the Abu Dhabi T10 as well. He's been a standout performer wherever he goes. On the cusp of a call-up to the UAE national team. It's just a matter of him getting within the qualifications of the parameters to be selected for the UAE. Otherwise, to be quite honest, I think he walks into the side.
Absolutely, I totally agree. I can't agree more. This is slashed hard, nicely done. Farhan Babar has found the gap as well. This is gone for a 4 after quite a while. Welcome boundary here.
Typical left-hander's shot. The ball sliding off the face of the bat. Elegant wrist work. Wasn't a bad delivery by any means. But Farhan Babar, one of the best left-hand openers we have in the UAE. That's a quality shot.
Yeah, quality is the word is what comes to mind when Farhan and Usman are batting in tandem. These are quality shots. There's no slogging whatsoever till now that we've seen in the first 44 runs. This is high-grade, high-class cricket here. Almas, in he comes again. Swing and a miss. And a miss by the keeper as well. This has to be 4 byes here.
Well, I don't like to be critical, but Mohammad Kashif is not doing well as a wicketkeeper for 7 districts. We've seen that consistently throughout the Pro 10. He's made fumbles, he's cost them runs, and a good delivery gone for 4 byes. That's very, very poor. Right through the tunnel.
Yeah, that's very poor. This should not have gone between the legs. He was not bending completely. He should be down a little more. And he's not a tall man by any means. He's not a Ghaffar who will take time coming down. So there's no excuse to that, Ahmed.
Oh, absolutely. Meanwhile, the defender's dugout looking quite relaxed. Short ball, it's gone straight up. Will the keeper take it? It's left to the fine leg, who makes the catch and gets a much-needed breakthrough for 7 districts. 1 shot too many from Farhan Babar. Hafiz Almas with an excellent short pitch delivery.
Yeah, it was a quicker one from Hafiz Almas, wasn't it? And just cramping him for room, surprising him. He was late on the shot, very late on the shot, and just went with it. It was an easy take in the end. A good wicket, a big wicket to have. Farhan Babar goes for 11. It's 48 for 1 after 3.4.
So the new batter coming in is Sana Bhatti. He's been in pretty decent touch in the A10 Bash and in the Ajman Pro 10. Hafiz Almas producing a cracking delivery to finally dislodge the opening pair. But a 48-run opening stand, Faizan, that will do very nicely.
Absolutely, very well done. Good start. This is what they needed. And it's got the license to Sana Bhatti to play his shots right from the word go as well. We are just into the 4th over here. And Sana is a very good shot maker also, especially the balls that come into his body. This one left his body, mind you. It was beautifully bowled, moving away from the batter. Very good start for Almas.
He's bowling with excellent rhythm this evening. Hafiz Almas getting that ball to swing away late. Good carry to the wicketkeeper as well. And a much needed breakthrough. Otherwise, Farhan Babar and Usman Khan were looking to take the game away from 7 districts. They need to keep chipping away, need to keep breaking the partnerships.
And this was a very good delivery first up for any batter, mind you. Especially for Sana because he doesn't like to move his feet a lot. And again, this time, he times it beautifully, but just gets it to Nabil, who's on the sweeper cover. He will do the sweeping job. And that is the end of the over. 2 back-to-back good overs coming in for defenders here. It's 4 overs gone, 49 for 1.
So Abdul Ghaffar will continue. And I think it's a good idea. Don't hold him back. Oh, it's been hoiked away towards the fine leg region. And over the fence. Beautiful hook shot. In fact, it's a 4. Beautiful hook shot from Sana Bhatti.
Yeah, didn't try to hit it too hard. Just let it come to him. And this is where he's very good. All the balls bowled into his body. He's going to play them beautifully. Nicely played. Waited for it. Just helping it on its way. Brilliant work. And just a few inches short.
Yeah, good work there by the umpire. Eagle-eyed. Spotted it immediately. So the 50 has been raised in very decent time. Just 4.1 overs. Oh, goes for it again. And this time the ball was more on middle and off. So couldn't quite execute the stroke. So Abdul Ghaffar making an immediate adjustment. That's the sign of a quality bowler.
Absolutely. He's a very good bowler. Just pulling the length back a little bit more. If Sana wants to hit it, he will have to work harder to do that. That's a very good comeback from the bowler.
Such a natural athlete, Abdul Ghaffar. Oh, this time it's a full toss gone wrong. There is a deep point in place. But waiting for the umpire signal on the height. Yes, it is a no ball.
Oh, that's poor. You just don't expect Ghaffar to make that kind of a mistake. It was nicely played by Sana eventually because it was pretty high. And when Ghaffar bowls it, it comes like a missile to you. So nicely played in the end. But that'll give a free hit to Usman, I believe, because it was just a single there.
Just consulting his captain there. Yeah, with the rotation of strike, you do get to adjust your field. There is already a deep square leg, long on, cover sweeper and a very wide-ish long off fielder there. So here we go, free hit. It's a full toss, not quite put away. And in the end, I think they've done well. Just kept them to 2.
Certainly, and Usman missed out on a juicy full toss outside the off stump. I think, again, trying to hit it too hard, that particular ball, and he wanted to go straighter because of that wide-ish long off maybe. So not a very good shot coming in from Usman, but a good pullback job being done here by the 7 districts because they were off to a flyer in the first couple of overs and then pulling them back in the next 2.5 overs. Brilliant stuff.
Most certainly. Attempted Yorker this time, just off the pad. Not much of an appeal. I think he realized it was just sliding down leg. They will take 2 once again. But they've certainly pulled the game back. They were 38 for none after 2. Then Ghaffar with that brilliant floating power play. And Hafiz Almas with the follow-up over got the wicket of Farhan Babar.
And since then, in the next 2.4 overs, they've scored just 21 runs. So this is brilliant. This is good by even T20 standards, frankly, the next 2 overs that they've bowled.
If they can just get the wicket of Usman Khan here, then they'd really be in the game. Oh, attempted Yorker. Exposed all 3 stumps, but he's sighting the ball so well, just nudging it out to point for a single. But that was risky.
The idea was right. I think he was waiting for that length ball coming in from Ghaffar. A little late on that shot, and that is why It just didn't go where he intended it to. It would be good to see how he bowls to Sana Bhatti, because anything on the body, maybe close to the off stump, he's going to try and play that behind square on the leg side.
Very, very good spell here from Abdul Ghaffar. Only 10 runs conceded. Final delivery. Oh, and he's paddled it over fine leg. Brilliant execution from Sana Bhatti. And he gets the second boundary of the over. So at the halfway mark, defenders 64 for 1. There's going to be a change in the com box as Faizan and I hand it over to Mudassar Ali and Abid Ibrahim.
Thank you very much, Faizan and Ahmed. Both of them have been doing a fantastic job. It's time. Doing the fantastic job is at the moment Usman Khan, who is struck 35 runs of 18 deliveries. He had a great start and a little bit of a shaky in the middle, but now he looks good. He's someone who's so impactful player. The opponents always wants the wicket of Usman. It has a big prize on it. And the game's dimension gets changed in a matter of seconds if Usman Khan departs. It will be Nabil now to bowl against Usman. Makes room, he bowls slow, takes the force behind. And bowls a slow yorker. I think that's a good tactic. Probably Usman has been known that he's trying to make room in play outside off, create that room, and the bowlers are not offering him the width enough to whip it off. At the other end, he's got his partner Sana Bhatti. He's facing now, who's on a strike. Scored 10. Yeah, tried to slam that hard. That's the problem. Lots of forceful shots are being tried here. Even trying to play that cut shot, but I think there was slightly bit of more bottom hand rather than the upper hand. You know, Usman is maneuvering his field, is just trying. The bowler has kept that square leg, mid wicket, long on, long off, and they've got a fine leg as well. He goes big, he goes high. That's travel to the distance, all the way into the dugout of defenders. 6 runs. Beautiful shot. That's how you need to make a solid connections. Usman was always a hit away to get back into the shape. Look at that. This time he did not go to make room outside off, rather shuffled across, picks that out, sends it packing. What a shot that is. Watch out. The next might be to us. Mudassir is enjoying his time watching Usman batting. He's on 42. Ooh, this is a good comeback by Nabil.
More than his batting, I'm enjoying your commentary, Abid. Getting excited the way he is batting. Usman moves to 42 of 21 balls. Good start.
Well, indeed, it's a brilliant start. It's just not that good start because he's trying to play over 11 or 12 runs per over. And he's making his own calculation. We saw that over from Abdul Ghaffar, which went only for 1 run. Despite that, they kept that achieved run rate in check. So I'm not connected well, but still, that came nicely into that center of the bat. And timing, we talk about timing, and he's got brilliant timing.
Some youngsters coming in to support the defenders. Always in control. It's all about the timing and the placement when he bats. It's a treat to watch Usman. Going great guns here in run guns. In trouble. The men in yellow, even the likes of Nabil going for runs. He's unable to get the better of Usman, almost batting at a strike rate of 220.
He shuffles across this time. He picks up on the offside. That's high. They should take that one, but outside the boundary only you can take that one. That is a glorious six. That six has done wonders. Brings 50 for Usman. Gets that reserving 50. It's back-to-back 50s for him. He's making a habit of making 50s.
Look at that control yet again away from his body, but always in control using the wrist. And we thought there was a chance for the deep fielder, but well connected and sailing over the fielder a maximum to end the over. And 50 comes up for Usman. 6 overs, 82 for the loss of 1.
Sanabati at the other end now. It's Usman who will be on non-striking end. I think it would be bowlers who would feel relief to see him on non-striking end the way he is striking the ball hard, Mudassir.
Oh yes, and but good to see they have promoted Sanabati up the order. Hafiz Almas will continue.
He goes big, not a sweet of a connection that might fall at that vacant end area. But taking risk. But I think Sanabati's work over here is just to feed single and give strike to Usman Khan.
Oh yes, and complementing each other very well, Usman and Sana. And we all know in his early days he played under the captaincy of Sanabati, Usman Khan. So they know their strength and weakness very well.
Yeah, cricket is a funny game. We've seen a picture of in social media, a lot of going on around. Ashish Nehra gifting award to Virat Kohli in a school game, and then Ashish Nehra played under Virat Kohli's captaincy.
It reminds me of me and Abid into
Well, Mudassir, I just tried to be serious on the business, which seems to be impossible while you have been around me. It's really difficult. Yeah, the banter never stops when Mudassir is in the com box. Whoa, what was that? He still managed to get a bat on it. And he'll get 4 also. It's just to add salt to the injury. A no ball, plus 4 runs, and plus free hit, plus more runs.
they were put under pressure by Usman Khan and advantage taken by Sanabati this time. Trying to bowl that back of hand delivery, just losing the shape, not in control, but what matters are the 4 runs and it's free hit for Sanabati.
Yeah, not an easy delivery to bowl those back of the hand slower ones. It takes a lot of practice, a lot of hours, a lot of sweat and blood as well. So you need to correct yourself in the nets. You get all this time, you got the facilities, you got this backup from the management. You need to work on those deliveries before experimenting on in the game. Free hit now. Hafiz Almas. Oh, a good one. Good one. Back of the line delivery, rightly on target.
I was not expecting this delivery. Sanabati making some room, but not in control. A dot delivery. I think the panic button has been pressed here. And thanks to Usman Khan for his brilliant 53, unbeaten. The current run rate is 13.69, and if Usman Khan stays, it can go up to 15 runs per over.
Well, indeed. And that's what they are aiming. I think Farhan Ahmed coming at the toss saying 130 is what they're looking for. And to get there, you need to hit it slightly better than that.
Change of pace working in favor of Almas, correcting himself after that free hit delivery. The danger sign for men in yellow is Usman Khan is back on strike. Got in touch in last couple of matches getting those runs and clearly shows he's riding high on confidence.
Yeah, he gets that swivel, but not a great of timing. Yeah, they're not finding the right timing against Hafiz Almas, bearing that one no ball that he's bowled. Apart from that, he's been mixing things up really well and just keeping batter in check, either bowling back of the length or good length areas and varying his pace.
I think the captaincy of Haider Ali is also under the radar. He hasn't used Wahab Hassan, who got back-to-back player of the match for his bowling abilities. The final delivery, Hafiz Almas to Sana. There you go, weighted and played towards the deep square leg region. Not connected well, but just a single to end the over number 7. It's 92 for the loss of 1.
Well, that's where you need to be for the highlights and content of Pro 10. Sports Eye is where you need to follow for Middle East and Pakistan. We've got lovely highlights there. The other day we have seen those catches being dropped, all those catch drop highlights. Reminds me of my days of playing.
And in the highlights, there's only one voice, it's of Ahmed Khwaja.
Well, indeed, he's got the better voice, I think, to say about the game. Now, meantime, Wahab Hassan. He's just maneuvering his fielders around. He's getting in. I would really like to see how spin plays in this surface. It might play a different role in day game and night game as well. Mind you, there is 2 more games to go after this. So it's an exciting day for us. Super happy, Mudassir Ali, to have a lot of games ahead. Bang on! That's gone. And got the distance as well. Big hit on the leg side. And this time it is Sana Bhatti joining.
Not wasting much time out there in the middle. Sana Bhatti welcomes Wahab Hassan with a maximum slog, but connected well. No chance for the fielder at the deep mid-wicket. Starts the over with a 6.
Yeah, Wahab Hassan. This time dancing down, goes up, high, and that is gone all the way. Back-to-back sixes, 100 up for the team defenders in a fashion. He's put that one out in a grand fashion.
A flighted delivery, slow in the air, shimmy down the track and always in control. Once he connects, it's all about the maximum. Sana Bhatti, back-to-back maximum for him.
I think he's a lot better against the spinners. Oh, this time, switch hit and he'll get 4 runs. Well, he's toying with the bowler, knowing that the fielders are inside the ring at that region backward point. He switched his hands and put it away for 4.
Look at that confidence in his batting. This time going for that reverse shot. Look at that placement and timing. He's in tremendous touch with the bat, Sana Bhatti, and yet again getting those quick runs for his team. Good to see they have promoted him up the order.
Big over in process. 16 of just 3 deliveries. It will get only bigger from here. Another connection. Say goodbye to this one. That is gone. Another one. It is gone. 3 sixes in the over and a boundary. There is 2 more deliveries to go. Wahab Hassan must be scratching his head out.
22 runs of 4 balls. Swept hard. Got the elevation and the distance. Looking dangerous. We were talking about Usman Khan, but look at Sana Bhatti, almost going at a strike rate of 280. 3 maximum boundary so far in 4 balls in this over.
Look at that current run rate is ballooning up, getting around that 15 runs and over. We're talking about 150 then. There you go. This one is also a 6. Well, it's getting heavier and heavier. That's 6 number 4 and a boundary and an over. What else you need? Sanabati has destroyed the figures of Wahab Hassan.
6, 6, 4, 6, 6. This is the story so far in this over. Yet again targeting that leg side area and gets the maximum. Under pressure, Wahab Hassan for the last time in this over. So far conceded 28 runs.
Well, that has gone bigger. Has he got all of it? Yes, he does. That's 6 number 5 in the over. Well, a boundary and 5 sixes to end the over. What a big over. It's a giant over, comes to an end. Well, Wahab is also thinking Sanabati making to his 50 in just a blink of eye. 6 deliveries. It took him to bring 34 runs in an over. That is biggest of all now. 126 for 1 defenders at the end of 8. Zishan coming in now. I'm sure there will be no spin coming forward now until Usman and Bhatti is batting together. Meanwhile, it's now Usman is feeding strike to Sanabati. This is the game of cricket we talk about often.
Not being selfish here, Usman Khan. Good to see taking that single and trusting his partner, Sanabati. He's going great guns. In the last over, we have seen 34 runs. Started with this maximum towards the leg side. Follows by yet another maximum shimmy down the track. Goes straight. Then comes the reverse shot for 4 runs. Was always in trouble, Wahab Hassan. Came under the hammer of Sanabati. This was the last maximum. And in this process, he got 34 runs against Wahab Hassan.
I was just wondering what was he doing different for, they're running hard, misses the target keeper. And they're just running for everything here. Yeah, they just want to put that big total on board. I was just wondering in that Wahab Hassan's over, what difference did he make when he was getting 6 again and again?
I think he was bowling almost in the first half of the innings, the 3rd over or 5th over, and at that time we have seen the wicket was dry and he was getting some turn. That might be the reason. And look at the current partnership, 80 of 28 balls. He is having a horrible day behind the stumps, Kashif.
Well, the partnership is grown big. 80 runs partnership of just 28 deliveries. And this is what slower one, Usman wanted to send that at least to the Pluto, if not to the moon. But got only air on it.
And it went to MCC ground.
It hasn't gone yet. Now might be a good change of pace this time. It's the danger end. Well, comedy of errors. Missing the target and the next at the bowler's end, he did not try to throw. I think that's a smart thing to do.
When he stops, he cannot hit. This has been the problem of Kashif. There was a chance to get rid of Usman. Not opting to go for that run out. Zishan, a good partnership. And 12 extras have been considered so far. Usman batting on 55 and Sana on 52.
Shuffles. Cream that away. Has it gone all the way? Yes, it has. What a shot. Wow. Well, that is something special that you will see.
It doesn't matter whether it's a longer format or shorter format. It's all about the timing and placement when it comes to the batting of Usman. And the man in trouble was our cameraman, Ali. Almost hitting Ali with that maximum 88 runs partnership of just 31 balls.
Well, certainly he'll be not in a lot of trouble than the team 7 districts. 7 more deliveries to go. They're already at 136. And this time he just played it towards the extra cover. They've got Lehru there. A single to end the over. Entertaining over comes to an end. It's 137 for 1 at the end of 9. 1 more over to go. It's ITW Prodigy and a TPT 360 LLC production. Well, to bring this live visuals together, they've done a wonderful job. A lot of hard work. Yeah, rightly bowled down to the target. Good smart bowling. This is, and you need a huge heart to come bowl that final over against Usman and Sanabati. Both of them playing over 50 now.
A brave one of Hyder Ali bowling that final over, that to Usman. Unlucky. And lucky runs for Usman and more runs for defenders. Not in control, getting that thick outside edge and racing towards the boundary. And moves to 66, Usman with that 4.
You really can't do anything about it. That was a lovely delivery, a wicket-taking delivery, but that feint edge and rolls over. The lightning outfield as well, it helps it to get quickly towards the boundary line. Now the partnership is 93. Big partnership. Oh, he's made room, but the bowler followed. Still, he tried to play that one on the onside. Found that square leg fielder.
See, when the field is spread, he bowls really well. Hyder, he made a mistake by coming in the power play and he was belted by Usman, going for 22 runs, but good comeback in this over.
Sana goes big, he goes high, he's got the distance as well. Well, effortless shot. It did not take a lot of efforts for Sana Bhatti to take charge on the left arm. Well, all he had to do is just place it to the perfection and 100 up partnership between the two.
We need to ask him what he had for lunch, Sana Bhatti. Yet again, that power unleashed, did not middle it properly, but somehow he got that maximum and 100 partnership between these two players.
I'm not sure what he had in lunch, but I'm sure if he plays good, he'll have a good dinner. Just one more delivery to go. The entire 10 overs has been for the batters. That's what I feel. Only 1 wicket going down of Farhan Babar. Makes room this time. He chips it over the point and he gets 4 runs. Finishes at the high note. And even Hyder Ali is wondering how he played that shot. 150 up, and that 4 was much needed to get that psychological benefit as well.
Extraordinary piece of batting display by these two. Sana Bhatti and Usman Khan remain unbeaten. Usman managing 71 of 33 balls and Sana Bhatti an extraordinary knock of 59 of just 22 balls. At the end, defenders managing 153 for the loss of just 1 wicket, that too of Farhan Babar in their allotted 10 overs. And let's see the batting card of defenders. So was started by Usman Khan and Farhan Babar, and Usman Khan made sure that he stays till the end, managing 71 of 33 balls. Unluckily, Farhan Babar getting out to Almas on 11, and Sana Bhatti managing 59 of 22 balls and 12 extras, helping defenders to post that 153 for the loss of 1 in their allotted 10 overs.
A very sorry tale here in the bowling department. Only Abdul Ghaffar getting that economical over, and a 1 wicket for Hafiz Almas with the economy of 8. I think pick of the bowler, it was Hafiz Almas and Ghaffar, giving 14, 13 in 1 over and 1 run in that 1 over only. It's been a good mix of game for 7 districts. They did not have an ideal day there. That's how it started. The highlights of the day where the spinners started the proceedings, gone for a lot of runs, over 20 runs, 22 runs, I think, in the very first over, where Usman took charge on the captain of the opponents, 7 district captain Haider Ali, and then Farhan Babar playing for those 11 runs, supporting. That was a great shot. We have seen a lot of shots going in that direction, and he's having great game there. That was miscued up in the air, the only wicket to fall, and then onwards it was all about action. And Usman Khan, Sana Bhatti putting the show together. They have been the showstopper. 71 for Usman. That was a full toss, no ball, and since then, this over going for 34 runs, 6, 6, and there was a boundary to follow, which he's put on from the switch hit, and 3 sixes to follow. Number 5. That was the last ball that also travelled for 6 runs. He belted those, and then it was the final over where he's got that edge, and then giving strike to Sana Bhatti. He's took things on charge, hit the 6, and again feeded strike to Usman, and he finished off on that wonderful shot which he played over the backward point for 4 runs. It's a mammoth total on board. 154 is the target in 10 overs. That's a bit too much. But I think 7 districts will have their plans. And for that, we need to wait and watch. And we'll take a short break and be right back.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Eden Gardens in Ajman for this match 15 of the Ajman Pro 10. 7 districts taking on defenders, and what a rip-roaring batting performance there from the defenders. 71 of 33 for Usman Khan, yet another brilliant knock, and Sana Bhatti was absolutely incredible. 59 of just 22 deliveries. It was a 105 run partnership, to be precise, between Bhatti and Usman Khan, powering defenders to a score beyond 150. In terms of the bowling, only Hafiz Almas had a significant impact, 1 for 16 in his 2 overs. Everybody else was hammered. Abdul Ghaffar also 2 overs, none for 14, did a decent job. But there you can see in the fall of wickets, only 1 for Hafiz Almas, and then it was the Usman Khan and Sana Bhatti show. 12 extras as well. Some poor wicket keeping coming in for those. So the defenders are out there in the middle. They certainly have a big score that they will be able to defend. Joining me in the comm box once again is Faizan Khan. Good evening, Faizan.
Thank you so much, Ahmed. Yeah, 154 will take some doing getting to it. What a partnership. Some of the finest cricketing shots you'll ever see on the ground. Some on the offside, others on the leg side. Sana Bhatti was particularly severe on that leg side, and Usman was hitting it all around the corner. That last shot to finish the innings tells you the story of how beautiful the batting was. It was a yorker that was squeezed over the backward point region. And one man who can do the same thing that Usman and Sana Bhatti did is walking into the ground right now. That's Rais Ahmed. He'll have to start brilliantly. A belligerent batting display is required from these two to even get close to that 154-run target here.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm really looking forward to seeing that 34-run over again on the Sports Eye page on all our socials. I'll certainly be watching on Instagram. Incredible batting. 5 sixes and a boundary. So it's going to be Mohammad Kashif and Rais Ahmed out there in the middle for 7D. Will be interesting to see who takes the new ball for the defenders. They have a lot of high-quality options. This man is certainly one of them. Shehbaz Ali, genuine match-winning all-rounder. They also have the likes of Omar Dogar, Rohit Bangash, and of course the left-arm orthodox option of Farhan Ahmed in the side as well today. So well-rounded bowling unit for the defenders.
Absolutely. Even chasing 114 is difficult against these guys, and today the total is 154. So in just 60 deliveries, mind you, that's an average per over of 15.4 runs per over right from the very first ball. This is never going to be easy. And Shehbaz starts the way he starts, without a ball being bowled.
Well, they certainly won't die wondering here, the 7 districts batters. They do enjoy playing at this venue. Just recently won the Ajman A10 Bash that was held a couple of weeks ago. So let's see if Rais Ahmed, who scored 300 plus runs in that tournament, can replicate those heroics tonight. This is by far the highest score of the Ajman Pro 10 so far, and one of the highest in the history of T10 cricket altogether. So here we go. The run chase is underway. Immediately belted over mid-wicket for 6.
Oh, what a shot. So yeah, Ahmed was spot on when he said that they're not going to lose their sleep over this game. They're going to come out and blast everything away. And that was a blast of a shot first up coming in from Rais. Waiting for it, back of the length. Look at that. Bam. Goes flat, hard for a 6.
That sat up so beautifully to be hit. And making his intentions crystal clear right from ball 1. He's going to come hard at the defender's bowling. Shehbaz Ali, you must be on red alert. Let's see. Oh, crashed away behind point. Gone like a bullet. All the way for 4.
Yeah, the cameraman found it difficult to spot the ball there. There could have been a spot the ball competition, mind you, on that delivery. It went to the boundary in a matter of seconds. What a shot, cut away powerfully, timed to perfection as well. This is good because sometimes Rais tries to hit the ball on the leg side too much. This time, it was outside the off stump. He belted it through the point.
They need to replicate that tactic from Z Games. They keep a deep point for Rais Ahmed precisely for this kind of shot. Whistled away for 4. Beautiful fast hands. Look at that. He shredded to ribbons there. 10 off 2. So it's a strong start for Rais. feels like a heavyweight bout. Rais versus Usman Khan. This time a flick over square leg into the tree line for 6.
One of the finest shots, and we've seen quite a lot today, but one of the finest shots that we've seen. Just a flick of the wrist. We saw those wrists coming in on that last shot through the backward point region, but this time it was a slow ball. He picked the length up, the line up, the pace of the ball really quickly, got into position, cleared his front leg. Everything perfect about that shot.
Incredible striking. Look at that. Brilliant balance, brilliant wrist work. And that flourish gave it that extra cherry on the cake there. 16 of just 3 deliveries. So they've got the required run rate for the over in just half the amount of time.
Well, yeah, certainly this is how Rais bats. And, once he's into the game and he gets going, there's no stopping him. He was the highest run getter, as Ahmed pointed out, in the last tournament. Not just that, he had the highest individual score of the tournament as well, 89. And he was the only one who looked like getting close to a century.
This time, bit of a slice, just over the cover point. Well, the fortune running with the 7 districts batters. To be fair, Usman Khan and Farhan Babar had their share of luck as well.
Absolutely, and quick running between the wickets as well. They've taken 3 there. It would be interesting to see how Kashif starts off things, because when you're chasing 154, you need runs from both the ends. Shortish delivery away from the body, still giving it his full, and a good attempt coming in from Salman, to be fair. Had there been someone taller, maybe, or someone lighter, maybe, that would have been a catch.
Yeah, maybe somebody like Umar Dogar or Sajjad Muluk could have snaffled that. 19 of just 4 deliveries. Mohammad Kashif, well, he certainly needs to match Rais Ahmed stride for stride. Bang over mid-wicket. Well, I said stride for stride. That has gone sailing over for 6.
What a start. We saw 22 runs in the first innings, in the first over. It is 25 already with just one more ball to go here. Banged in short. He was waiting for it. And nicely, very nicely played in front of his eyes.
150 tournament 6s in match number 15. So we've seen 10 in every game. We still have 9 overs to go after this. So pure entertainment here, provided by Ajman Cricket Council in Eden Gardens. What a tournament. 25 for none. A blazing start for 7 districts. And he's tried to repeat the dose, but is it too short? Or has he gotten away with it? I think it's all right. Yes, the cap has been handed over to the bowler. 25 for none after 1. So it's going to be left arm pacer Rohit Bangash sharing the new ball with Shehbaz Ali. Very settled opening bowling pair for the defenders, but the pressure is on tonight, Faizan.
You continue, I'll clean my mess up.
Yeah, just getting a bit overexcited with the carbonated drinks. So Ringfield on the offside. There is a mid-wicket in the ring as well. A deep square leg and the deep third for Rohit. Oh, inside edge. Very unlucky. But the luck is running with the men in yellow tonight.
Yeah, that was a poor ball as well. It was full straight and it was going down the leg side always. Nicely played, helping it on its way. The intent was to hit it a little square maybe, but the edge takes it fine towards fine leg. Between the legs, mind you, for Rais. Yeah, what a good shot, that one from Rais Ahmed.
Well, pace on is traveling tonight, so you have to be very switched on with your lines, with your variations. 29 for none after just 7 legal deliveries. Rais Ahmed is already on 23, and Usman Khan had 30 after 2 overs. So just keep an eye on that.
Absolutely. They're matching each other, ball to ball. Brilliant stuff. And again, swing for Rohit this time, not connecting it well, but still a single to Salman Babar on fine leg. Good start, very good start for the district team.
He's certainly getting that ball to dip in the air. Rohit Bangash, have to be careful, especially when you're exposing all 3 sticks. Mohammad Kashif, first ball, was bashed over mid-wicket for 6. Can he do that against Rohit Bangash? I'm not sure.
Well, yeah, certainly it would be difficult because Rohit bowls those heavy balls, difficult deliveries. Maybe would try to test Kashif on that shorter delivery once again. He's already got a 6 to his name, mind you. In goes Rohit. And a full delivery. I think it landed outside the leg stump. That was the only thing that was a problem there.
Very close indeed. And in fact, the bowler himself didn't have a particularly extended appeal, so he knew didn't quite pitch in line or perhaps sliding down leg. Let's take a look. Pitching in line seems all right, but maybe outside leg or pitching outside as well. Very close either way.
I think he got an inside edge on that as well. And that is the reason why there was no excitement coming in from the bowler. The batter showed the bat as well. It's been given runs, mind you. So a very good call from the umpire. Rohit continues. And this one is up in the air. Somebody needs to get underneath. They are a good fielding unit. And they've taken the catch. Rais Ahmed goes. This is a huge wicket in the context of the game. 31 for 1 now.
Well, you cannot deny a champion bowler like Rohit Bangash. Rais Ahmed trying to be over-exuberant, trying to blast it down the ground, go straight up, and Farhan Ahmed, the stand-in captain, takes a pressure catch. Well done, indeed. So a big blow to 7 districts. Rais gone for 24, 31 for 1. So it's the young, exciting all-rounder Mohammad Saghir coming in at number 3. He can certainly strike the ball quite cleanly. Let's see if he can get going tonight. They have been provided a quick start by Rais Ahmed, but they needed plenty more, maybe a 40 or a 50. Rohit Bangash, just too good for them. Oh, inside edge again, and it's gone for 4 again. How desperately unlucky for Rohit. Just closed his eyes and swung across the line. That could have easily crashed into leg stump. Instead, it goes to fine leg for 4. So even then, they've taken plenty off this over. Genuine French cut. No chance for the fine leg. They're certainly living on the edge, literally. 7 districts at the moment. 10 runs off the over, but only 2 of them were with any control. That's the nature of the game. This time trying to force it through the offside. Bottom edge towards mid-on. And they'll take a single. So Rohit Bangash with a successful first over. 36 for 1 after 2. Beautiful, crisp evening here at Eden Gardens in Ajman. Match number 15 of the Ajman Pro 10. Two power pack sides battling it out here. And it's been a pure shootout. 154 the target for 7 districts, but they're not backing down, Faizan.
Absolutely. It is a good start. We saw a 38-run start for the defenders, and now the 7 districts have started beautifully as well. They've lost a very important wicket, mind you. Rais was the game changer in the context of this game. In a high-scoring chase, you need your best batter to play as many balls as possible. But he has given them a start. How do they capitalize on this start? That is the big question. And Mohammad Saghir, again, is another player who can turn it on. He's recently got a Player of the Match award in another tournament where he scored 80-odd in just 20-odd deliveries. So he has the wares to go big. Going big, not timing it, and it falls in no man's land because the long on was back.
Very lucky there, Saghir. Trying to pull off the front foot. Saqib Manshad just getting that hint of extra bounce. Very skillful bowler, Saqib. Swings the ball away from the right-handers. That one was just banged in, and he caught Saghir by surprise, I felt, Faizan.
Absolutely. That was a good ball first up to start. Normally you expect him to bowl on length or back of the length, going against the away from the right-hander rather. This is the ball, and that is the shot. There goes the ball. Beautiful. Well done.
Well, we're seeing all the shots tonight. Brilliant ingenuity there from Mohammad Kashif. Read the length and just paddled, and it went all the way over fine leg for 6. That's a brilliant shot.
Beautifully played. Good use of the wrist to provide momentum to the ball there. Look at that. It was all wrists. Beautiful timing as well. Good start for Kashif again. He needs to keep going, make sure that the runs keep coming in. And that's a long ask, mind you. But the way they have started, that shows that they have a lot of heart, this 7 district side, which is a relatively young team.
Oh, absolutely. And they still have the likes of Abdul Ghaffar and Hafiz Almas to come. Big strikers of the ball. Nabil Arshad too. I think they are missing Mohammad Irfan though, the regular left arm opener. He would have provided some cracking shots up top as well.
Absolutely. I think they would miss his services certainly with the ball as well. He's a very good bowler, mind you. 2.2 overs. Brilliant start. 43 for 1. And there goes Kashif once again. Slower ball this time around. Good ball. Good comeback delivery.
Oh, absolutely. You have to use your variations. Pace on, we've seen this evening, has been clobbered all over the park. So let's see if Mohammad Saghir can get going. Has a boundary to his name. But it's that kind of target that you can't even spare even 2 or 3 deliveries. You have to go hard every ball.
Absolutely. They've done well. They haven't played a lot of dot balls here. And this one is nicely bowled. Very well bowled. Well, if you knew Saqib Manshad, you would never try to do that to him because he, any which way, bowls across the right-hander. So you've got the room there. You shouldn't move away from the stumps. This is not a very great thinking shot coming in from Saghir, but they've taken a single. I think it is Baez coming in on that delivery here.
Yeah, there seems to be some kind of virus going around, affecting all the wicket keepers. Even Farhan Babar, usually very safe with the gloves, conceding some silly extras. We saw Mohammad Kashif had a torrid time, but he's certainly making amends with the bat. They need plenty more from him. Oh, that's not even landed on the pitch. Waiting for the umpire's signal. I think that could be a no ball. Yes, it is. It didn't land in the strip, and that will be a free hit for Kashif.
Absolutely. Good call from the umpire. I think he thought about it long and hard. And Saqib Manshad is now not happy with the decision. Well, all you've got to do is look at that, look at that, look at that. It did not land on the pitch. Very good call from the umpire there. That's a confident call. He took his time, thought about it long and hard, and look at where it landed outside the wicket. Had to be a no ball.
Yeah, Saqib, your appeal is denied. Get back to your run-up and be ready for the free hit. That was spot-on umpiring there. If it lands within the strip, it can be wide, but if it doesn't land on it, it's a no ball.
Yeah, it wasn't even a waiver delivery. I don't know what to call it. It was that wide. Yeah, so free hit delivery coming in here.
Maybe it was something out of baseball. Here we go. Oh, beautifully bowled. Pace on in the right channel. Bit of a misfield, and they'll take an extra run. And there could have been a run out. Well, Saqib Munshid frustrated with his fielders, but I think he's still thinking about that no ball.
Yeah, mostly. It's easier for bowlers to blame their fielders eventually, but I think it was the no ball that made him frustrated. He was not happy with the decision. Maybe when he take a look at that once again, the replay for you, it landed, I think, at least 3 inches outside the pitch.
Absolutely no debate with that decision at all. And Saqib is such a sweet guy, soft-spoken off the pitch. I've never seen him so riled up. 11 runs off the over. Oh, trying that paddle once again, but pace off. And he enjoyed that one. Good comeback eventually by Saqib Munshid in the over. 48 for 1. Well, it's not Mr. Assistant Coach, it's Farhan Ahmed, left arm spinner, and a very skillful left arm spinner. Maybe he is into coaching, I'm not sure, but he is certainly a very, very good bowler. Let's see. The 7 districts will have to take him on. They've tried to, but he's gone through the legs of Saghir. And Kashif, oh, there could have been a run out. And overthrows, misfields. This could cost them 5. Not quite. Not quite. And Kashif has to turn back. Well, what's happening on that one delivery?
That was a comedy of errors, wasn't it? Well, certainly, Saqib Munshid, who will you blame now? They've taken, I think, 3 runs there. They were running for the second. Look at the first one. And then on the overthrow, they ran for a second. They thought about a third. And I think Kashif was ready going for it. He had gone almost halfway. And this is big. Saghir has hit this outside the park for a 6 here.
Off the back foot. What elevation on that one from Mohammad Saghir. So 2 on the first delivery. And then the much needed 6. Just sat on the pitch. And a clean swing of the blade from Saghir. He's a good striker of the ball.
Nicely played. He knew it was being bowled into his body. Made some room to open his arms. And hits it down the ground. Nicely played. So a good start to the over for the 7 districts team. And he goes big again. This time, it just missed the stumps by a whisker. And a good take behind the stumps by Farhan Baba.
That was so close to clipping the leg bail there. Very lucky. Saghir. Oh, this time could have been stumped. Missed out on the full toss. Just dipped on him. That's what he's telling his partner. And Farhan Baba, by the time he reacted, Saghir had gotten back. They're still relatively in the game here. They're going neck and neck with the required.
Absolutely. And I think that's the way to go. And look at what 1 dot ball does. Increases the required rate by 0.5. He goes big again. And I think he's got it. I think he's got the distance here. 6 more. That's brilliant from Saghir.
His ability to get 6s when that ball stands up on him is quite remarkable. Right on the top of the bounce. Elevates it over mid-wicket for 6. He's playing a brilliant cameo here, Saghir. Not an easy shot to execute, but he made it look like child's play.
Absolutely deep in his crease this time. And just waiting for the ball. And goes big again, straight down the ground. Is there someone to take it? No! It goes into the boundary for a 4 here. Just falling inches short of that boundary. Well, that's the end of the over. Another expensive over comes to an end. Farhan gives away 16 in this. It's 4 overs gone. Districts on the way for a very good match here. 66 for 1 after 4.
Well, it's time to turn to your more experienced campaigners, Sajjad Malook coming into the attack. There is a deep third in place for him, so the mid-off is up. And Kashif just nudges it out towards extra. Well, that's not a bad idea the way Saghir is striking the ball right now, Faizan.
Yeah, certainly. But when you need 16 runs in over, Ahmed, but you need runs from both the ends. So any single would go help the defenders here.
Getting a hint of swing there, Sajjad Malook. He'll use his variations, big setup. Very canny, experienced all-rounder. On short ball, beautifully bowled. And even though Saghir is not a particularly tall lad, that was an excellent bouncer. Well targeted.
Yeah, very good. Very nice bouncer. That was quick as well. Bouncing it short, bowling it quick. Normally he bowls it full on length, moving the ball away from the right-handers. And that is why I think Saghir was surprised there. Because he started off on that first delivery, Sajjad, that exact same way. In he comes Sajjad again. And short and wide. This is a poor ball and he's missed out on it because he was trying to make a little more room.
And I think having that deep third has just given Sajjad Malook that license to bowl short or back of a length. If they attempt that ramp towards that region, they have a fielder deep. And even the cover sweeper is more towards cover point. So this is smart tactics from Sajjad Malook, not pitching anything up so far. Spliced in the air towards extra, over his head. Umar Dogar will have to clean up. But every time the ball has been lofted, it's either gone over the fielder or over the boundary rope.
Absolutely. And this was a completely mistimed shot. He was too late on the ball once again. So I think expecting Sajjad to bowl his medium pacers, he's quicker than what Saghir is expecting him to bowl. He'd gotten beaten on the last two deliveries as well. This is turning out to be a very good over. If he can just hold things back in this over, Sajjad, I think Districts would lag behind. In comes Sajjad once again, flicked away, full toss, missing out on that juicy leg side full toss here once again. Not great batting from Saghir in the last 3-4 deliveries.
This could be a game-changing over here from Sajjad Malook. The way he's bowling, he will certainly get another one. Maybe they're trying to cover Shahbaz Ali. Yet to see Umar Dogar into the attack. So that's another option they have up their sleeve. This is an important ball. Brilliant Yorker, just missing the off stump. And that's a sensational over from Sajjad Malook. At the halfway stage, Districts are 70 for 1. They still need plenty to do. And for that, we'll hand it over to the entertaining duo of Abid Ibrahim and Mudassir Ali.
Five overs, 70 for the loss of one. Saghir batting on 25 of just 14 balls. And Kashif, the opener, batting on 17 of 9. And there's a change in the bowling. It's Umar Dogar, a brilliant medium-fast bowler. And joining me is Abid Ibrahim. Welcome, Abid.
Thank you very much, Mudassir. Saghir Khan trying to bail his team out. Hits it on the long square mid-wicket, pardon me. And gets a wicket here It's Umar Dogar immediately on his very first ball. And it's well settled Saghir Khan who has to depart.
The first ball getting that wicket of Saghir Khan, and thanks to Sajjad Muluk, the previous over going for 4 runs, and the panic button has been pressed, and the mistake has been done by Saghir, not able to read the change of pace, and the danger man Saghir departs after making 25 of 15 balls, 70 for the loss of 2. So it's Hafiz Almaz, the new batter at the fall of Saghir, who was looking dangerous. But thanks to Sajjad Muluk for his previous over, giving away 4 runs. And that helping Umar Dogar to fetch his first wicket on the very first ball he strikes. It's a new man, Hafiz Almaz, facing Umar Dogar. Nicely bowled, sharply coming into the right-hand batter. In the block hole, right on the toe. Oh, excellent piece of bowling here by Umar Dogar, getting that wicket and riding high on confidence, and welcomes Hafiz Almaz with that brilliant Yorker.
Yeah, lovely delivery there. Well, he's making difference here with the ball. Yeah, we know that defenders carrying a lot of fast bowlers in their team. If one doesn't perform, the other one certainly does. So this time, it's Umar Dogar who's got a wicket, and then immediately next delivery is sounding solid. This one is a solid connection. That's gone to the distance. Long way out of the park. What a shot that is.
The strong man, Hafiz Almaz, off the mark with the maximum here. Slight error in the line. Back of length delivery. And waited and dispatched over the deep square leg. So it's raining sixes here in Eden Gardens. And just a reminder, in the first encounter, the defeated defenders 7 district by chasing the target of 134, and thanks to Hafiz Almaz getting that maximum the final delivery. He needs to score big runs tonight. Shimmy down the track, not in control, in the air, but away from that fielder, Babar Ghazaffar, going for that second run, and quick running between the wickets. Loud appeal from the wicket keeper, but denies the umpire, and oh, we have it. It's a TV umpire needs to come into play and check for that run out, going for that second run, and excellent throw coming from Babar Ghazaffar.
Yeah, the throw was right on target. Babar collects well and dislodges the bail, but I think the bat is grounded. Yeah, I think he just made it. Not just, but in fact, he was well inside the crease. Yeah, but I think the task is a bit too tall now. 76 of 26 deliveries. It takes a lot of efforts to do that, and note that too against a quality bowling unit.
My calculation is simple. Get 12 maximum, Abid.
I hope that every alternative deliveries goes for 6. Then might be the case. Well, again, leading age, and will trickle towards the fans, and also misfield there from Rohit Bangesh. That's a rare one, but there will be 4 runs, a cost for that. 4 runs for Hafiz Almaz.
A maximum then follows a boundary. It was an excellent delivery from Umar Dogar, not in control, trying to play towards the leg side, taking the top edge, goes toward the deep extra cover. Just ran over a bit there. And 4 runs for Hafiz and more runs for 7 districts.
82 on board. They are following it well, but just that getting tight and difficult. Oh, swing and a miss this time. No ball. I think that was much needed for 7 districts. They needed some luck.
He bowled such a brilliant delivery and just overstepping that line. And it's Nadeem Anjum, the experience of Nadeem Anjum. A big no ball, and it will be a free hit delivery for Hafiz Almas.
They're doing a bit more than required. Umar Doga certainly crossing the line. There's an ultimate prize to pay for that free hit to follow. It's a free hit now. Oh, a lovely ball, that ball shaping into the right-hander. Late swing on it. No chance for the batters to do much apart from taking a just run there. 6 gone, 85 for 2.
Six overs, 85 for the loss of 2. Sajjad Muluk bowling his second over. He was brilliant in the first over, going for just 4 runs.
Oh, lovely shot that is, but will it go all the way? No. Usman Khan takes that catch with a brilliant effort in the outfield. Sajjad Maluk strikes this time, back on his attack, immediately with a wicket, and a big one.
It was a back of length delivery and trying to play over the point fielder, but he manages Usman. He was excellent with the bat and now terrific in the field. An extraordinary catch taken by Usman. Departs Kashif after making 17. It's 85 for the loss of 3.
Abdul Ghaffar coming in. Danger man. Come with the man. He can make the difference. Well, certainly the left-hander has the capability to bring this game back for 7 districts.
In the first inning, that 1 over from Wahab Hassan is hurting 7 districts. Now 85 on board. They have lost Kashif, the previous delivery, and excellent piece of bowling display here from Sajjad Muluk. It's Abdul Ghaffar on strike.
Oh, that's a very, very dangerous slot for Abdul Ghaffar. Yeah, he was injured earlier. He's not 100% fit. And he's in some pain. That ball has struck him hard there. Sajjad Maluk checking on him. I hope he's all right there.
It's a toe crusher from Sajjad Muluk. He was expecting a back of lane delivery, but look at that, following the batter and hits on the back leg of Abdul Ghaffar. Hafiz Almas thought for the single, but no chance of that. What a brilliant over. To start with a wicket, then a dot delivery. In trouble is men in yellow, 7 districts after conceding 153 after 6.2 overs, 85 on board. They have lost 3 crucial wickets, and these 2 batters, the left-hand, right-hand combination of Abdul Ghaffar and Hafiz Almas, known for hitting those big shots. It's time for Abdul Ghaffar to get a couple of maximum against Sajjad Muluk. 69 needed of 22 balls.
Yes. I think back in your mind as first ball you get hit. Again, similar delivery this time. Keeper not gathering it clean. And that ball is trickled away for buys.
So reversing on display from Sajjad Muluk, sharply coming into the left-hand batter, in fact, Abdul Ghaffar. Following the batter in the block hole, misses Ghaffar. So the wicket-keeper Farhan Babar and welcome boundary for 7 Districts. A much-needed boundary. It came from the blade of Abdul Ghaffar and he's off the mark with that 4.
Oh yeah, that was faint age in there. Did not give wide. I thought that would be buys. Again, tries to slash that one hard. Gave it a full flash. Got that thick edge and got him 4 runs. They won't mind it coming.
He's making sure to hit hard on each and every delivery. And those edges also taking the ball towards the fence. No chance for the third man. 1 bounce, 2 bounce, and back-to-back boundaries for Abdul Ghaffar.
93 for 3 at the moment. Oh, this is now gone up. Easy catch for Sajjad Muluk. Running backwards. Cotton bolt. Big breakthrough. That's a big wicket walking out now. Was not looking comfortable out there, Abdul Ghaffar.
Yet again, a quicker delivery, back off length, not in control, trying to pull. Getting that top edge, and excellent catch taken, backpedaling Sajjad Muluk. Wicket number 2 for Sajjad Muluk in this over. Abdul Ghaffar departs after making 8, 93 for the loss of 4. It's a 93 for the loss of 4. It's a new man in Nabil Arshad.
Well, indeed, a lot of pressure immediately on Nabil. The soon he comes in, finds the team in trouble. Slightly game is slipping out of the hand of 7 Districts. 1 final delivery. They lose yet another wicket in this over. 2 wickets are down all of a sudden in an over. A big shout there, but I think there was a bat maybe involved there. And no run there. Dot ball to finish. A very good over from Sajjad Muluk, turning this game around. 93 for 4 at the end of 7.
So 7 overs and 93 for the loss of 4. Coming back into the attack is Saqib Manshad, going for 11 runs in his first over. We're looking for a couple of wickets in this over. It's Hafiz Almas on strike, who's batting on 14. On the back foot. Just for a single. Now they're clearly struggling. They started off really well thanks to Rais and Kashif. They have provided an excellent start, but once Rais got out, then the net run rate started dipping down for 7 districts. Currently, they are going at around 13.12 and the required run rate, Abid, is 21.18.
Well, I think, Mudassir, they are just one big over away from getting back in the game. Maybe just like the over Hassan Al-Wahab bowled. Oh, trouble at both the ends now. Yasakya Banshad not happy with the backup from the fielder. Yeah, what was going on?
Hit again. Yes and no between these two batters, Nabil and Hafiz Almas. So dot delivery. Now it becoming a bit tough and tougher for 7 districts. 60 needed of 17 balls. Saqib Manshad, known for change of pace. Yet again a slower delivery. This time they have gone for that single. So by coming in for 7 districts, and the good news is Hafiz Almas is back on strike. 16 balls, 15 balls, and with that single, it came down to 59. Somehow they need to manage at least 8 or 9 maximums.
Well, that's big numbers, big numbers. Probably over that Wahab Hassan, as I mentioned earlier, of 34 runs that went. Maybe that is what is making difference here. That is gone huge on the onside. Fielder trying to get underneath and he takes the catch. Sana Bhatti with the safest hand in the outfield. Saqib Manshad strikes this time. Trying too hard. Hafiz Almas couldn't get over the line. Found and caught deep in the boundary line.
It has been an excellent bowling display from Saqib Manshad. Not afraid to pitch it back to Hafiz Almas and inviting him to go big, not in control. Miles up in the air and a well-judged catch taken by Sana Bhatti. So the last hope of 7 districts departs Hafiz Almas, making just 15 of 8 balls, 95 for the loss of 5. $95 for the loss of 5. In control, defenders. They're known for defending those targets quite easily. And thanks to their bowling unit and the way they fielded.
It's a big margin. Well, a big target was set here by defenders. So they make sure they can defend it easily. All thanks to Usman and Sana Bhatti. Has provided those partnership, over 100 runs partnership between the two. They have done a wonderful job batting together. Well, swing of the bat and misses it again. This is getting interesting. Every single dot ball will pile up the pressure on the opponents.
And that one player made a lot of change for defenders. It's Usman Khan. He made into the side of defenders for this tournament, and clearly it's helping the other batters as well. As we can see, Sana Bhatti and Farhan Babar, especially Farhan Babar, he was struggling in the previous tournament, and some advice coming from Usman Khan, and he's able to get some runs in the first innings, Farhan. Now Saqib Manshad trying to get a wicket, yet again bowling away from the right-hand batter, and good to see. Myself and Faizan, for almost a month, we were shouting that the bowler needs to take a third man. At last, they had a third man, and it's a single. So with that single, 8 done, 96 for the loss of 5. So 8 overs, 96 for the loss of 5, and time for mandatory floating power play. And to bowl this power play, the bowler It will be one of the fastest bowler in the UAE domestic circuit. It's Rohit Khan getting ready to bowl that 9th over. The current run rate is the 12 and the required run rate massive 29 now needed in every over for 7 districts. It's a Farman on strike facing Rohit Khan. Nasty delivery on the back foot. Luckily just hitting on the blade. It was not in control. And look at the pace he's generating.
Yeah, they're just having some mentors as well in the middle. And not the kind of blow you would like to take, and especially from someone like Rohit Bangash. That is hit him hard. Right onto that helmet. Whoa. That must have nudged there.
Oh, lucky escape for Farman. And excellent piece of camera work by our camera team. 97 on board. It's a Nabil on strike. Yet to open his account. Already faced it 3 balls. Width offered, but not in control. Pressure mounting up for 7 districts. The men in black and yellow are doing extremely good job in this tournament. The batters dominating clearly. They have posted almost 4 or 5 times the target above 130, 135. This shows the class in their batting lineup, Abid.
Well, indeed. I mean, more of a 10 overs game depends on the top order. So the top order fires and works, gets that good start, then things follow in the place. And perhaps now, even if you see the team defenders, while defending, they have got no pressure whatsoever because of there is a lot of runs in the bank. So they can bowl even, they can do the experiments as well. A couple of 6s in an over would not even hurt them now.
Yes, a good unit, and especially if you talk about the batting as well as their bowling led by this man, Rohit Bangash, steaming in. Change of pace and stand and delivered over the deep extra cover. A good looking shot, a maximum to bring 7 districts 100.
Well, that was struck hard. That was a good looking shot. But I think a little too late coming in. Rohit Bangash using the pace. All he had to do is just use the wrist, put it away, and that is gone all the way because of a lot of pace offered by Rohit Bangash. This is a good strike. Farman Ali. A lot of changes in his batting order is been from 7 districts. I've seen him coming top order. Well, that perishes. Just meat of the bat and the ball has gone to the distance. 2 and 2 now. What a great shot that is.
This time coming into the right-hand batter, Rohit Bangash, and stand and delivered, hammered Rohit Bangash towards the deep square leg. Back-to-back maximum for Farman Ali. He needs to get those quick runs, and in the process, he can get back to his main position where he loves to bat top of the order. It's 110 for the loss of 5. Final delivery of this over and for Rohit Bangash. Missed by the batter, so by the keeper. It was just a run to end the over number 9, just waiting for the signal whether it's a bye or it came from the bat. It has given as a bye, so 9 done. It's Nelson on board for the loss of 5. So 9 overs, Nelson on board for the loss of 5. The final over It will be bowled by Umar Doggar.
Yeah, a successful bowler. Slow one, back of the hand, right on to that block hole. Hit straight, hit hard, and 4 runs. Making slightly shuffling and making room, and hits it straight. That was a beauty about that shot.
The placement was perfect this time from Farman and goes straight over the bowler, and no chance for the long on and long off. So starts over with a 4.
This time, a slow bouncer. Yeah, back of the hand, back of the length. It's just kind of a leg cutter there. The batter couldn't read that one at all.
One of the most underrated bowler in UAE domestic circuit, Umar Doggar. Especially he has been excellent in the death overs, change of pace, back of hand deliveries, and he has been rewarded by some wickets in this tournament.
Yeah, fighter there. He fights for the team as well. Wherever he plays, he gives his 100%. Just that slow pace has been changed now into the quick, but he was looking for that Yorker, couldn't execute that one well. Gone as a low full toss, but because of that late hint of movement, he got away.
Farman Ali moves to 18 of 8. Was struggling in this tournament with the bat, but good to see getting some runs. Yet again, a low full toss, keeping it simple. Umar Doggar. After that boundary, couple of singles. Now just 2 deliveries left. It's 118 for the loss of 5. It clearly shows the defenders has dominated in this match. The way they batted, the way they've bowled, and good to see the fielding department. They were excellent.
Indeed. They've been outclassed the opponents today. Leading edge, in fact, thick edge, that might go all the way for 4, and no. Easy work in the end for Shehbaz Ali. Because of ball slower, that ball had not had enough wheels to go hit the rope. And that will only control the damage here. The game is gone. 1 ball, 35. Impossible.
Recently, in one of the match in India, we have seen the last ball going for 18 runs.
Well, cricket is a funny game, I tell you. Anything can happen. But this is a little too much if you just ask me to wonder about it. Slow one. Hope it's a legal delivery. Yeah, it is. And that might bring the game to an end. Well, look at the exact difference of the game. It's 34 runs. And that will tell us why the difference was. Because that 1 over, well, that B celebration is out there. Well, he's happy, supercharged, performed well. He's got all the rights to do the celebration out there in the middle.
Umar Doggar just reminding Haider Ali. In the previous encounter, 7 districts winning that match against defenders, and there was a celebration coming from Haider Ali. Now it's payback time from Umar Doggar. So match number 15, defenders, a thumping victory, winning the match by 33 runs.
Yeah, the difference probably that Wahab Hassan Shoba that gone for 34 runs. If there would have been a 20 or 15 runs in that over, still the body language would have been different and the intent would have been different from 7 districts. And now it's all gone. The game has come to an end with 120. Very positive following. That is not a bad score to post, but I think it was really hard to chase the mammoth total of 150. So Rais Ahmed coming with the positive intent. 7 balls, 24 runs for him. And Mohammad Saghir playing that cameo as well for 25 of just 15 deliveries. In the end, Farman tried to get some runs, playing with 200 strike rate, but that was not enough on the given day.
And let's see the bowling chart and pick of the bowler, Sajjad Muluk. 2 overs, 12 runs and couple of wickets, and he He was the man who brought defenders back in the game, and a wicket apiece for Rohit Bhangash and Saqib Manshaad. So far, Umar Dogar giving away 24 runs in his 2 overs and getting a wicket. At the end, they restricted 7 districts to just 120 and winning this game by 33 runs.
A big difference. That is big margin in a 10 overs game. That's the highlights where the batter has started house on fire. It was right on the cue. Rais Ahmed hitting all over the ground. He made a good 20s. Just 7 deliveries. He was going for everything. Throwing kitchen sink at it. That is why is one shot too many for Rais Ahmed. That then things have really not got back since Rais Ahmed has departed in the game. It was a hard try. It was good shots all around from the remainers, but couldn't take team over the line. Saghir is something special tonight, but he's gone out.
A good comeback by the bowlers in the second half of the second innings. Umar Dogar and Sajjad Muluk getting some wickets, and in the meanwhile, Hafiz Almaz tried his best getting a maximum. And this was an excellent catch taken by Usman to get rid of Kashif, the bowling of Sajjad. And Sajjad continues to be impressive with the ball, and this time taking the catch of his own bowling. Saqib Manshaad also getting a wicket. Trying to go big, finds the man Sana Bhatti. And this was an excellent shot. Stand and deliver on the back foot, taking advantage of floating power play. Back-to-back maxims we have seen against Rohit Bhangash. That wasn't enough. And look at that celebration from Umar Dogar. He was excited. It's a 1-all if we talk about the rivalry between these two teams. So let's see the match summary. Defenders batting first. Posted 153 for the loss of 1 wicket thanks to Usman Khan's brilliant 71 and Sana Bhatti getting some runs under his belt, and Farhan Babar also. Hafiz Almaz getting a wicket. He was the only bowler to get a wicket in the first innings. And 7 districts when the chase started.
Yeah, it was really, maybe we thought we have the case. We thought maybe Rais Ahmed will bail his team out with just 7 deliveries, 26, but got out once he's gone. Saghir tried to take that ship towards the docks, but couldn't complete that one as well, scoring 25 of 15 deliveries. Well, that was it, and it was defenders who's won the game in the end by 33. It's time for the post-match presentation where we've got Ahmed Khwaja.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the post-match presentation for match number 15 of the Ajman Pro 10 2023 powered by Fancode. It was Defenders Vision Sports taking on 7 districts. 7 districts won the toss, elected to bowl first, and that was a very bad decision as they got smashed for 153 runs in their allotted 10 overs, and in response they could only make 120. It was Defenders Vision who won by 33 runs, 22 sixes hit in that game. And it's time to present the Player of the Match medallion that will be presented by Mr. Iftikhar Ali. And once again, it's the superstar Usman Khan for his knock of 71 of just 33 deliveries, including 7 maximums. What a player. Usman, once again, yet another Player of the Match performance. लेकिन आज तो intent और जो आपकी approach थी कुछ ज़्यादा ही aggressive लग रही थी. क्या चक्कर था?
सबसे पहले तो अल्लाह पाक का शुक्र अदा करूंगा. आज मेरे टीममेट उमर ने कहा था कि आज इनसे हमने मैच जीतना है, तो जितना भी बैटिंग पे फोकस कर सकता है उतना फोकस से खेलनी. आपको पता है पहले 2 ओवर मैं बहुत अच्छा खेला हूं, उसके बाद बल्ले पे बॉल नहीं लगा. पूरा ओवर मैं डन खेल गया हूं, लेकिन मुझे ये बिलीव था कि मैं अगर 10 ओवर विकेट पे रहूँगा तो 130 140 तक ले जाऊँगा. तो उस हिसाब से आहिस्ता आहिस्ता खेलता रहा. सना भट्टी को क्रेडिट देता हूँ कि उसने एक 34 का बहुत अच्छा ओवर लगाया, तो अल्लाह का शुक्र है टीम के लिए बेहतर टारगेट हुआ और हम लोग इजीली बॉलिंग कर सके.
वैसे आपने उस ओवर की बात की तो एंड ऑफ द डे फर्क ही 33 रन का था, तो वो जो 1 ओवर सना भट्टी ने 34 रन लगाए थे, एंड ऑफ द डे आप और 7 डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स में उसी का फर्क आ गया तकरीबन.
उनकी बॉलिंग कंप्लीट थी, उन्होंने सगीर को बॉलिंग नहीं करवाई, लेकिन हम लोग यही इंतज़ार कर रहे थे. हैदर का भी 1 ओवर बाकी है और अगर बॉलर चेंज होगा तो ओबियसली हम लोग जैसे सेटल खेल रहे थे तो 1 ओवर हम भी बड़ा लगाने के चक्कर में थे, क्योंकि 1-2 ओवर फास्ट बॉलर के अच्छे चले गए. उसकी वजह से मैं भी इंतज़ार कर रहा था कि कोई स्पिनर आए तो हम बड़ा ओवर लगाएं, लेकिन सना भट्टी को क्रेडिट देता हूँ, उसने बहुत अच्छा वो ओवर लगाया है.
जहाँ उस्मान खान खेलता है यूएई में या ओवरसीज रन्स की बहार लगाता है, आपकी कंसिस्टेंसी का राज क्या है?
बस यही है, जैसे कि मुझे अपने पे यकीन है और मैं हमेशा यही सोचता रहता हूँ जब भी विकेट पे खेल रहा होता हूँ कि अपना प्रॉपर खेलता हूँ, मैं कोई जल्दी नहीं करता क्योंकि अच्छे बॉलर को मैं रिस्पेक्ट देता हूँ। और मेरी कोशिश यही होती है कोई नॉर्मल बॉलर 1 ओवर 2 ओवर बड़े लगाऊँ और दूसरे बॉलर तो मेरे ईजीली 8-9 मैं करता रहता हूँ विकेट पर रह के प्रॉपर खेल के, और मैं लूज़ से लूज़ बॉलर का इंतज़ार करता हूँ। और मेरा हार्डवर्क यही है कि मैं प्रैक्टिस अपनी जितनी होती है 3-4 घंटे वो करता हूँ, जिम वगैरह होता है वो करता हूँ, अपनी क्रिकेट से बहुत प्यार करता हूँ।
आप क्रिकेट से प्यार करते हैं और हम आपकी बैटिंग से प्यार करते हैं. Well played, Usman.
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू.
Well, that was the outstanding Usman Khan with yet another outstanding performance in the Ajman Pro 10. Don't go anywhere. We have a triple header this evening. So we have yet another match coming up shortly after the break. So stay tuned for that.